So I met Stephen Marshall in 2006, and on 2008 we became colleagues as candidates for Dunstan and Morialta, Norwood and Morialta as it was then. He and I have become friends over those years, and he has worked his guts out for South Australia. Today he has tendered to you his resignation. He is no longer the member for Dunstan. The Honourable Stephen Marshall is a former Premier, a distinguished citizen, and will continue to be a massive contributor to our state. His legacy alone will continue to contribute to our state, and I'll say much more about him and his legacy in the future. Today I want to give voice to some of the people outside this Parliament who have had particularly important things to say. I think the editorial in The Advertiser a week or so ago had it very right, and he said that he always put our state before his political interests. Indeed, the only criticism that could really be levelled of him is that politics wasn't his first passion. This morning on Morning Radio, with news of his imminent resignation from the Parliament, I reflect on the comments of some of our AM broadcasters of distinction. David Pemberthy said one of the things that defined your premiership was how much work you put into trying to reverse the brain drain from South Australia. Will Goodings, in terms of the things that the normal public cared about, he was a victim of the worst case of bad timing you could possibly imagine in politics. On the ABC, Sir, Sonia Feldhoff said, when you took over from Isabel Redmond, you were that unifying factor. You were leading and bringing people together. Across social media, there are many great South Australians who have reflected on Stephen Marshall's outstanding legacy, and I pick some of them to give voice to their words. Derek McManus, a South Australian hero, said, thank you for your service, the Honourable Stephen Marshall. Have a very happy and successful future. Viv Padman, OAM, the Executive Director at Premier Healthcare, said, a formidable record of turning the state around during a very difficult period. Helen Edwards, AM, the Director of the National Wine Centre of Australia, described it thus: integrity, inspiration and innovation despite drought, bushfires and a pandemic. Thank you as Premier for making tourism's economic recovery a priority. The results, particularly in our regions, defied the odds. All the best. Tina Ferguson, congratulations on a job well done, Stephen. Thank you for your support in some of the programs I was involved during opportunities for women, driving opportunities for women in STEM. You truly care and stand by your words. You'll always have my vote. Look forward to seeing where you pop up next. Leader in the arts industry, not just in South Australia but around Australia and internationally, Rachel Healy. The Honourable Stephen Marshall, your personal commitment to the arts and extraordinary leadership and support for philanthropic giving was nothing short of remarkable. You'll be hugely missed. Similar tone, Yamila Alfonsetti, former of State Opera South Australia. I remind state and federal politicians on a regular basis about the example you set by being authentically invested in, passionate about and committed to the performing arts industry. Many of them could take a leaf out of your book. Then, in another topic that was important to Stephen Marshall and his legacy in space, Jason Held, CEO of Sabre Astronautics. Thank you for all your hard work and being a true friend to Australia's space industry. Similarly, Adam Gilmore, CEO of Gilmore Space Technologies. Hope they clap you out. Super well done. So much energy and enthusiasm for your state and your nation. Good luck in the future. Hero. Palave Dasari, thank you for your service to our state, in particular for your leadership through COVID pandemic and establishing Lot 14. Carrie-Anne Saffin, the Chief Executive Officer at Regional Development Australia, thank you. It was a pleasure to work with you, and particularly to drive tourism during COVID when so much was unknown. It's an outstanding legacy, and good luck with your next chapter. Tiffany Sharp says you also supported the domestic violence and military veteran sector and were at many a candlelight vigil, standing shoulder to shoulder. You did so without fanfare as a speaker or using it as a platform for party promotion. It was noted by many. Thank you. Dennis Yengi, the head of the African Communities Council. Thank you, Stephen Marshall, for your contribution to our state and betterment of multicultural communities in South Australia. Simon Brewer, former Campbelltown Mayor. Congratulations, Stephen. I think your willingness to listen to and work with local government was also great, and your passion for Aboriginal reconciliation was very tangible. Thank you and good luck for the future. David Bashir, from Bashir Hotels. Congratulations, Stephen, and thank you for all you did during a most difficult time. Tim Stolz now, in the Advertiser today, succeeding mightily in America, says, great job, Stephen. Sad for SA that it was for only one term. There were many more, including, I'd say, Port legend Alapati Carlisle. Congratulations on an amazing career leading South Australia. Your leadership throughout has been outstanding, and I look forward to following your next steps. One comment, sir, that I must highlight because it will not come true, from Matthew Gerard, founder of Grand Crew, calling on Stephen, saying, come over to Melbourne, Stephen, we need you. Sorry, Matthew, but that will never happen. Stephen Marshall is committed to South Australia, has demonstrated that throughout his career, particularly as Premier, as a member for Norwood, member for Dunstan, and I thank Stephen for his service.